how your journey, how a girl hailing from Eastern Europe got to know about Goddess Lalita.
The call of mother was always there, but I did not recognize it as a mother from the beginning. But it came in form of yoga, meditation, different knowledge and Vedic knowledge, Ayurveda, and this is how I accumulated a lot of different concepts of this practice.
When you are having grudges for someone, and when you try to forgive someone, is it very easy to forgive, or obstacles come in that?
Since that time, being in ashram, doing my sadhana on the regular basis, I think now I've dropped to the level of tree anger.
How you got to know about Maa Lalita for the very first time?
My partner, he said, a guru will come to our center. He's teaching Srividya, and he mentioned this name, which I was not familiar with.
How was your journey with the goddess? Means it was full of thorns, or it was a very easy, or something? Can you tell about that?
It was not full of thorns. Opposite. I think every time it was like some good experience, and I was always opening something in me, something in environment, something in people around me. I think it was always blissful.
How you differentiate between the voice of logical mind and your spiritual mind?
Through yoga, I understood that what mind says is not true. Sometimes it's just some thoughts by the influence of environment.
Have you ever experienced the goddess, Divine Mother, in meditation or in some way?
Knowledge in yoga and knowledge in the Srividya tells you that God is everywhere, omnipresent and infinite, means it's not disappearing, it's not going anywhere, all surroundings is only her. Shuklam Varadram Vishnum Sachivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayat Sarvignam Pashantaye Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Harnisham Anekadantam Bhaktanam Yakadantam Pasmahe Om Gana Anam Tvam Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jeshkarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anasrunvan Otibisi Dasadanam Om Shriman Mahaganadipataye Namaha Om Shrim Kim Gim Gom Ganganapataye Varavarada Sarvajanam Me Vashamanaya Swaha Om Shrim Kim Kim Gom Gam Ganapataye Varavarada Sarvajanam Me Vashamanaya Swaha Om Shrim Kim Kim Gom Gam Ganapataye Varavarada Sarvajanam Me Vashamanaya Swaha Om Shrim Kim Kim Gom Gam Ganapataye Varavarada Sarvajanam Me Vashamanaya Swaha.
Shri Mate Nama to all of you. A very warm welcome in Healing World presents Spiritual Talks with Bhavay's another episode. Today we are having Oxana with us, who is a girl hailing from Eastern Europe, staying in India. She is a Srividya Sadhana and a disciple of Guruji Guru Karunamaye, and she is a yoga teacher as well, and she is running an Ayurvedic center in Rishikesh. Today, we are shooting this podcast from Rishikesh only, from a Ganga Ghat. And today, Oxana is going to share her journey with how she got connected with Maa Lalita, how she came to India, how she found her guru, how she started her sadhana, how yoga helped her in getting more connected with the inner spirituality and with the goddess, and how she get adapted in the Indian environment, and how she is helping people through the knowledge of yoga, her sadhana in Srividya, and through the Ayurveda. So, Oxana, a very warm welcome to you. Shri Mate Namaha.
Shri Mate Namaha Bhavay.
How are you?
I'm very nice. I'm feeling fine.
So, today, Oxana, I'm going to ask you how your journey, how a girl hailing from Eastern Europe got to know about Goddess Lalita, how she came here, I want you to share your journey with the audience so that audience can understand how goddess connects its people with her.
Aim Klim Shim, Aim Klim So Ham Shiva So Ham Has Prem Sakshamarim Hasom Sakshamarim Sahahu Swarupani Rupanatave Swagurave Shri Arunamba Sita Shri Karunamaya Shri Guru Shri Padukam Pujem Tarpayam Namaha. Aim Klim Shim, Aim Klim So Ham Shiva So Ham Has Prem Sakshamarim Hasom Sakshamarim Sahahu Swarupani Rupanatave Swagurave Shri Arunamba Sita Shri Karunamaya Shri Guru Shri Padukam Pujem Tarpayam Namaha. Yeah, it's a big pleasure, my pleasure to share with you my experience because I'm staying here already for 14 years in here itself in Rishikesh, and of course it's a long journey of coming here. But I think looking back now to my journey and ending here in this beautiful day, I can say that the call of mother was always there, but I did not recognize it as a mother from the beginning. But it came in form of yoga, meditation, different knowledge and Vedic knowledge, Ayurveda, and this is how I accumulated a lot of different concepts of this practice, like male-female energy and connection with my soul. And then by the end, I ended up in that mother is really everywhere, and it supports my activity, my life, day-to-day challenges in my life. And also it's really enrich my yoga practice, my meditation, and just like the quality of my life and my thinking process, because then through the talk, we will be more sharing my experience so you can understand better how I ended up in India. And I really don't want to go out from this place because every day I'm thankful to Mother, and I'm grateful that I reach here. Maybe some past karma, maybe some, I don't know what guided me, but I'm really think I'm in heaven. Like every day I wake up and see I'm in heaven. Like God is here. God is with me.
True. When I first talked with you before starting the podcast, even I felt that I'm talking to someone who is an ancient Indian soul. Maybe you have done some sort of penance in your previous births here. That's why you got connected. So, Oxana, just tell me how you got to know about all these things, because in Eastern Europe, what I'm aware is they have their own different beliefs and different systems. So, how you came to know about all these Eastern practices?
Yeah, you are saying correct, because no one was really telling us about Indian culture. We've seen some movies on the TV, but actually our community, like post-Soviet community, Soviet at that time, really was very friendly with India. So we got some few information through TV, like all the costumes and culture and dance, and also worshipping the god. But I was not aware of that at the time. But how I came across this is with yoga. My friend came and she said, I'm going in some classes. Which classes? Yoga classes. When I just heard the word yoga, it's something like happened in me. I was like, oh, yoga, I am interested in that. I did not ask, what is this? But I was thinking, I need this. Like, I really developed that feeling of need, of knowing what is this, because somehow some resemblance, vibration came into that. So I said, I want to join. And when I joined that class, I understood this is what I already was remembering since my childhood. Even I was 6 years old. I was doing yoga asanas. Like, people used to ask, what are you doing? I say, this is cobra pose, bhujangasana, or this is chakrasana, that breach pose, and so on. So I was standing on my head when I was 8 years of age, because I was interested in that movement, but I did not know this was yoga asanas. But when I came, at that time I turned 20, like 1920. And I entered in that class. I've seen the mats, kind of environment of incense and all. I was like, oh my God, it's real? This happening in my real life? And once they start introducing asanas, And I started doing those forms. I understood I was doing these forms. I remember these forms. So, and then since that, first day entering into that class, I never ever went away from my yoga practice. Like since that, already 21 years passed since that time. And then step by step, I developed interested in meditation, and I was traveling all around the world and introduced to different aspects of Vedic knowledge like Ayurveda. I was very much interested in herbs, different natural preparations, because when I got to know about yoga, that time, that vegetarianism, they say you should follow ahimsa, non-violence, and first of all non-violence towards yourself and non-violence towards the environment, towards each and every creature. So I used to communicate with mosquitoes like, you don't bite me and then I will not kill you, so we'll do the deal. And I really got experience that they will not bite.
They're not biting.
Yes, they would like hear my, I don't know, some communication and
how you communicate with them means?
like just mentally.
Okay.
Yes, just mentally. Like I was thinking, no, you should not bite me. I want peace with you. So because I'm following Ahimsa, I can't kill you. But also I don't want you to like hurt me.
Wow.
So let's deal. And really, it was amazing times when it was happening. They were not biting. So, and I was getting all these pieces of knowledge that with vegetarianism and all. And when I got to know that we can sustain without killing other people, other creatures, in order to like have food, I immediately turned into that path of ahimsa path, and I feel so much released because since my childhood we were taught and learned and convinced that if you don't eat meat or amino acids like important, that you will be disabled, your muscles will be degenerated, you can't really be a sportsman or something, like develop good stamina, good health. But then I got different information and I completely turned around. Since that time, I never touch meat. And it's like more than 20 years. In almost same time I started yoga, I became a vegetarian, like by myself. Because in that time, community was not supporting that. And I was going through so many struggles to not eat that meat, because all cafe, restaurants, all like, fast food preparation,
everything is there.
They contain meat. Yeah, and I was like really, that time I just was disconnected from the community. And people think I'm mad, like, what are you doing? Why you're not eating meat? Maybe you have some health problem but I was really released. I could not explain them how free I was feeling at that time. And I really blessed. Since now, each time I sit with my food and I'm connected with my food, and every single day I'm grateful. I got to know that I can eat without killing other creatures. Like this is really every time comes into my thought.
Seems the goddess has created the way for you to be here.
Probably, yes.
An ancient Indian soul in Eastern Europe came here and
maybe by some karma I was born there, but then it's really like a magnet attracted me towards the India step by step.
Yesterday I was doing one podcast and the Guruji was telling same thing. Lalita is irresistible attraction. She attracts you like shoo.
Yes.
That you are standing there, she is here, she will attract you like this. And you won't even care that Ganga is in between you. You will come running like, oh, Lalita. And this is how, I guess she was preparing you for the sadhana.
Yes, most probably. I feel a bond with her.
Because what happens is when you are on the path of sadhana, before your sadhana begins, as from my experience, she clears some of your bad habits. And as you shared your instance, even I used to eat non-veg long time back, around 12 years back. So before coming into sadhana, she created something that I stopped eating non-veg completely before coming into a sadhana. And after stopping non-veg for 3 to 4 years, only then my journey in the sadhana began. So somewhere she started playing in the background.
So long time back, when I was not coming across any Srividya knowledge, even yoga, I did not start yet. I met one lady, and she was into that spirituality, in some channeling, listening to the God and talking through the maybe some higher entities. And then she looked at me and she said, "You are doing spiritual practice, like you are interested in finding God and all." And I was thinking that questions in my mind: what is the purpose of life? Why I'm here, and so on. And I said, "Yes, I'm thinking about that." And she told me very clearly and straightforward, like now, still I remember her statement. She said, "Until and unless you will clear and improve communication with your mother, you will never ever reach any spiritual success." Like at that time, I had a little bit hard times with my mother, because we could not find some kind of good and nice, smooth communication and sharing pattern of relationship. And I was thinking, oh, my mother. So, and that thought just remained in my mind. I was thinking, okay, I want to develop, but that is obstacle for my spiritual development. And I was thinking about that. So I started that time some techniques of forgiveness. Like just used to write why I'm grateful to my mom and why I want to forgive and why I love her and so on. So I really developed in my heart some very nice and subtle bond with motherly energy, because that time I did not know anything about mother, but that mother came into my picture, like mother. See, every saint, every human being, every creature has mother. Like it's real, our first guru, our first connection in this world through which we are coming, like is just a lineage of mothers. Each and every saint, Adi Shankaracharya, they had all mother. And without mother's blessings, they could not reach anything. Even he creates that story with crocodile, that mother, okay, now you got my blessings, you won, so you go and develop. So that time I also read some books that mother blessings. And then first, which I realized I should get my own mother blessings to come into that path. So that was, I think, the first thing which I overcome before starting my spiritual practice. What you said, that to clear the bad habits or some impurities, which was bad relationship with my mom. So that impurity was obstacle for my sadhana. So that was real nice experience. Since that I forgive my mom, I became so much grateful to her. And then I start developing my story in sadhana.
One thing I would like to ask, since you talked about forgiveness, even in the sadhana, when we go in Lalita Sadhana, we have Shamla, Matangi, Ma Shama, who is a goddess of forgiveness as well. I just want to ask, out of curiosity, when you are having grudges for someone and when you try to forgive someone, is it very easy to forgive or obstacles come in that?
Maybe before I could not forgive very easy. But since I met my Guruji, I really developed that ability to forgive. Because we used to do sessions, what is your level of anger? Like from 1 to 10. And there was a 7 number or 6 number, 7 number, when you can't forgive and you keep that offense, pain for years, and you don't talk with others or even your relatives, close people, out of that some offense or some sitting in your heart. So I realized, no, maybe I'm not that kind of person. I can't avoid communication for longer years. I tried to forgive, like it was in my nature, but still the anger level was quite high. I was irritated. I could not bear people who were maybe less educated. So that ego was there and in me. And once we did that sessions and everyone should name their level of anger, that time I stayed on 5, I think 5 or 4, because there was few statements like how you can measure the level of anger. So since that time, being in ashram, doing my sadhana on the regular basis, I think now I've dropped to the level of 3 anger.
Wow.
So I can be angry, but then I can easily come back to the normal state and forgive. Like I don't develop any bad feeling in me to any people, because I feel when I feel angry, when I feel bad feeling, envy or something like that, first of all I hurt myself, and these feelings are developing in my heart. But as I understood from the teachings of Srividya and my Guruji, the seat of Lalita is in my heart. And when I feel angry, irritated towards the people, first of all, I feel this in my heart. So, like, I hurt mother inside me with that anger, with that envy. So somehow, I slowly developed that feeling that I don't want to hurt her inside me. So better not to create emphasize on those things. Of course, I'm human. I get tired because so many obligations is in my life, like full routine from morning to evening. I'm busy with people, communication, and helping people a lot. So of course I'm get tired, and my constitution, like, sometimes I need to eat more ghee, in order to withstand. But still, by the end of the day, I sit and I feel, no, I should not be like that. I feel bad of being angry or egoistic, selfish, like that.
Wow. Frankly speaking, I guess I was right. You are an ancient Indian soul only, because see, accepting that you had an anger, because majority of us are having anger in our hearts, but we don't accept it. But accepting it and then trying to pacify yourself, trying to forgive those people who have done something wrong with you is an act of courage. So I truly like that. I would like to ask you now, since we are talking about that Lalita sits in your heart, in our heart, all of us hearts, how you got to know about Maa Lalita for the very first time?
Maybe it's not developed like Lalita from the beginning. I did not know about her, the name, when I got to know about her, because it happened that Guruji was traveling towards Rishikesh, and he was giving one workshop in our center, Ayurvedic center. And in the morning of that day, my partner, he said, a guru will come to our center. He is teaching Srividya, and he mentioned this name, which I was not familiar with. And I was asking, but what it is about? And he said it's about the femininity in the spirituality and worshipping of mother. But he never mentioned the name Lalita. But then that night I was not feeling actually well, like somehow my health was disturbed. And in the morning, when I woke up, I suddenly started crying so much, like I was shaking and crying, and I developed feeling of like vomiting. And I was really vomiting, not feeling well. And maybe in 1 hour or something, like someone informed, they are coming, Guruji is coming, like into the place. And I dressed myself up like then, and I came. And after revising that situation, I was thinking, oh my God, even I was feeling that energy is coming, that I was even vomiting. So it was so
High.
strong, so high. And then we sit in lectures, attended workshop, and then slowly I got to know about Bala, about Tripura Sundari, and then later on that Lalita name came into picture, like Lalita Sahasranama, in the terms of Parayana, what we can listen to also for the higher energy and vibrations like that. So like that, I got to know about mother. Like mother came into my house direct.
Wow.
Through the Guru. Through the Guru.
You are really lucky in regards because I have to travel.
Search.
So first, I have to search. In my scenario, what happened? I was looking for a guru. I got to know about Devi. Like I used to listen Vishnu Sahasranama. And what happened? One day I was listening Vishnu Sahasranama on YouTube, approximately 10 years back, in 2016 or 17. Automatically, Lalita Sahasranama started in autoplay. And I was like, what sort of vibration is this? It is a very high vibration. And I was like, wow, I was feeling awesome. So at that time, when I started listening that, then I got to know about Maa Lalita. First of all, I won't able to pronounce it properly because some says Maa Lalita Ambika and many other things. So I was not able to properly say Lalita Ambika. Slowly, I got to know about Srividya. Now the thing was, I was getting attracted. As I said, an irresistible pull, as Guruji said. Same thing happened with me. I was looking for where I can find a guru. And the beauty was, I was going to Bangalore. I had a plan to take Diksha from a guru in Bangalore. They are starting the session. I just turned on Make My Trip. And after that, I just went to washroom that I will come back and I will start with the booking. I don't know how that Make My Trip turned into YouTube. And it opened the YouTube channel of Devi Puram, where Guruji Amritananda Saraswati Ji was taking Srividya class 1. And he was saying, I cannot teach you something which I don't know. And when I was listening to him, I was like, his vibration is much more than that what I'm getting from the Lalita Sahasranama. I said, I'm not going to Bangalore, I'm going to Devi Puram. And that was not the end of the journey. Now, in my mind, it was that it is in Trivandrum, but actually it was in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. So, because out of excitement, I haven't seen it properly, I was trying to book the ticket for Trivandrum. Suddenly, something came in my mind. I thought to drop them a mail. I dropped the mail. At that time, they don't easily respond to the mail, but I got a reply within 24 hours. And then I got to know that it's in Visakhapatnam, and then the journey started. But yeah, it's not we who decide where Goddess will come. She comes automatically and she creates the way. So, how was your journey with the Goddess? Means it was full of thorns, or it was a very easy, or something? Can you tell about that?
I think it was not full of thorns. Opposite. I think every time it was like some good experience, and I was always opening something in me, something in environment, something in people around me. I think it was always blissful. Maybe I was prepared for that. Maybe my mind was already like absorbing whatever was coming to me. I was just taking as it is. I was not judged at all. Like I was fully into kind of surrender part. And then I just got from her everything. I think like what because I was thinking, okay, why should I ask for myself something? Because with my limited mind, I can think just this much. But she, with her like infinite intellect, infinite power, she can choose for me something what she wants me to be. Because when I started my spiritual journey, I was asking, what is the purpose of my life? But then why should I put the boundaries for her? Then let her decide for me. So I completely became surrendered to. Then my path was really very smooth. I was just receiving some knowledge, some good people coming into my life and explaining different things which make picture complete. Like, and I really felt the support of Mother in this way.
Amazing.
Through the people.
It means I can see that because when you are chanting the Guru Mantra and Ganpati Mantra, I can feel that your vibration, the level of vibration of the mantra is much higher. Because when a person who is chanting in a surrender way, the things become much more better. So, Priyamwada, since Guruji has given you, I forgot to tell audience that Guruji Karunamai has given her a name of Priyamwada. So, Priyamwada ji, can you tell me something that when you begin your journey with Maa Lalita, You must have faced some sort of challenges, some spiritual or some obstacles.
Yes, maybe you can say like when I first came into ashram, that all environment, unknown culture, and all situation with me being one foreigner among all the Indian people. So maybe they would look a little bit like what she's doing, and is really pure to. I mean, because we have different background, yes, and they don't know our habits. Yes, for example, we know few different things in India. You can't enter temple in certain day. For example, yeah, you should not cook food. You should not, for example, while serving food and eating with that, you should not take with the same food. You know, like so many things, different small things. Maybe they don't know if I'm aware of that or not. If I can, break some rules unknowingly and then somehow hurt Lalita or environment or people around. So they were like precisely looking all my movement, how I'm eating, what. That was really challenging, I think. But this also was kind of a part of learning, because when they see me day by day, because I was staying for like 2 months in ashram, doing continuously sadhana from morning to evening, not only like doing puja and flowers and all, but cleaning, washing, cooking, like involved in all routine activity, especially cleaning, because when I came into ashram, the most challenge was to learn people to not litter literally because it was so. I was arranging shelves, writing all that in 1 day, 2 days. It was good mess, so I really became mad. That was my challenge.
That is a challenge every
to polish my ego, like that. I was thinking like, this is endless story and I should just drop. But no, every day I would overcome that, and okay, I will arrange again, no problem. Like, and this was a really hurdle. Otherwise, what are minute turns, you can say, maybe because I'm foreign origin, so the language is sometimes what we speak, it's different pronunciation and all. So sometimes I got some challenge of the pronouncing certain mantra. But by the guidance of Guruji, and I receive all proper diksha from Guru, like how they do with the proper eye contact, with the proper vibration contact. I repeat with Guruji, and I think I could overcome that, minute pronunciation problem, because once I had experience of chanting Durga Sukta, because we learned with Guruji Durga Sukta, Shri Sukta, like we used to read in puja, chant in puja. So once on the day, that was birthday of Guruji, and at that time I was visiting my parents in Eastern Europe. I was sitting for the normal day and chanting my Durga Sukta practice. And in the middle of the practice, I realized this is not me pronouncing the shloka, but this is Guruji voice. Can you imagine? Like, I was shocked. I'm chanting, but instead of my voice, it's coming Guruji voice. And I was really shocked. And that time, you can't imagine. I was shaking. Tears was coming, because I understood this is not him especially, but the mother make me pronounce in his voice, like that name Priyamwada, healing with the sound, with the pronunciation, getting free, like people with that vibration of the voice. I realized the real meaning of the name. So through the mantra, that, and then on the day of his birthday, the mantra was chanting by his voice. Like, I really got that connection, me, Guruji, and Ma.
Wow.
Like, that time was really, I could not walk. Then my legs were completely cotton. I could not stand from that place. So I really got that inspiration, or insight. Like, that time I understood that we get that blessing of Ma through the Guru. Because when he, at the time he told Priyamwada, she was giving me that ability, like through the guru. Without him, how would I know I can heal with my voice? He told me, even though my name is very beautiful in my language, my name is Oxana, which is also praising God, which is also not less. But when he told Priyamwada, so it's like healing with speech, I was literally again enlightened. Like, even though I was, no, Guruji, maybe this is not what you, and he said, no, this is what
You're
you
meant
are. Even not meant to be, but this is already there. Like, it's happened from now. And then it developed, and then I got that experience of that voice and mantra chanting later on, not at that time.
Actually, it is said that Guru Vakyam Param Vakyam. And once Guru, whatever he said, that is meant to be happened.
Yes, correct.
So, and that is about a true Guru, the one who is a complete Guru. So, it is always taught to us in the sadhana that if Guru has told you to do something, for instance, if you are going to do a task which you feel is almost next to impossible, but a Guru, a complete Guru, a Puran Guru has told you, do that thing, because no matter how much impossible that task is, with the words of Guru, that task is bound to happen if you do that what he has told to you.
Yes, I was experienced so many times when being in ashram, because it was not so many people. So we used to do, me and one more girl from Vishakhapatna. She was, or Vijayawada. She was also from the same area from where Guruji is coming. So we used to do all the pujas, all the homas, even like Varahi Yantra Puja. So Guruji should leave for some journey, and he said, okay, there are no people, so you will do now this sadhana because it's pitam and puja should be performed anyways. But I said, Guruji, I'm not initiated in Varahi mantra yet. He said, what's the problem? He gave me mantra, even without all workshop and all. And I said, okay, Varahi came to me. And now you gonna perform Varahi Yantra Puja. And that puja is so elaborated. You can't imagine. It's Yantra Varahi, means 108
dots.
small. You need to put rice, you need to put milk, you need to chant mantra at the same time when drop is falling to that. And I was like, me, Yantra, Varahi Yantra, Guruji is like, are you sure? And he said, yes. And since that time, day one, I started Varahi Yantra Puja. You can't imagine. I was accomplishing everything like that. Yes, in 3 hours. But still, without break, I could sit and perform this Yantra Puja because he was not able to be present there. And he said, you will do. And then I started. People used to come and sit like, what she's doing Varahi Yantra Puja. We are not at that level, but I was not even aware what kind of level is that. Just he told I was doing, that's it. Like, finish.
It is like before starting the Lalita Sadhana, Shri Yantra Puja, you have to go through Ganapati Tarpanam first.
Yes.
Then
correct.
Shama Yantra Puja. After Shama Yantra Puja and Homam, once you have done, then you have to go for Varahi.
Yeah.
Varahi is the last stop.
Almost last year.
And after that only you are eligible for Shri Yantra Puja. So I guess it is a grace of a Guru because Varahi, what I am aware is she first kills your internal enemies. The mind, the chattering of mind and all these things. So maybe he was strengthening you from inside. Because forgiveness, as you said, compassion, you have already forgiven the people, which is almost next to impossible for an ordinary person. So you might have crossed that level of Shama.
Yes, because I was feeling that Varahi, when I listened to mantra, of course, I was aware of Varahi, yeah, and I listened that mantra. When I listened, I was immediately kind of feeling, oh, this is my sound. This is my sound. But I never asked Guruji to give me any mantra from the beginning, that Guru mantra, Ganapati mantra, Bala mantra. I never asked for any mantra. He always said, Priyamwada, come, sit here. And he would give me mantra, Diksha. Like, okay, Guruji, thank you very much. But I was just dreaming, okay, Varahi mantra. One day Guruji will give me Varahi mantra. This is so nice mantra. And then he said, you will perform Varahi Puja, and given the mantra. So this was really impossible, how you say.
And
this is just because of...
And the best part is, when we have learned the Yantra Puja Varahi, we have watched it again and again, the same video many times before performing the first time. I guess you have done directly.
Directly, he was just opening the book. He was putting here this. Go through this one time, ask me question, and finish. And you start. And I started next day performing on my own.
So it must be that you have done in the past life.
Maybe, but I used to do already on the regular basis Ganapati Homa and Shri Chakra Puja, the 16 Upachara Puja, the small one that I already used to do on the regular basis. So maybe that also cleared the path for Varahi.
So in Lalita, you are doing Lalita Sahasranama, Saundarya or something else?
When I started my sadhana, I used to listen Lalita Sahasranama. As you also mentioned, so first I came across Vishnu Sahasranama because I was doing a more serious meditation practice, the TM, Transcendental Meditation. And then we used to listen Vishnu Sahasranama after end of the practice. When we finish practice and lay down for rest, so we put that shloka. So first, that was my experience with Vishnu Sahasranama. Very nice experience. But then when I came across Srividya and Lalita, so I got to know about the 1,000 names of Lalita now. So it was like kind of correlating. So I started with that, just listening, because I could not pronounce. It's such an elaborate text, you can't easily pronounce. So I started listening to that. And then attending some satsangs and seeing people pronouncing that, I was feeling so much soothing effect of that. But still, I could not read on my own complete text. And then Guruji used to pick some verses from Lalita Sahasranama and tell, for example, if you pronounce this verse, you will get this and that benefit. You can get rid of obstacles. Then you can improve your relationship. Then you can improve the health of your relatives, health of your kids, so many things. But that time, he said it should be like go through all Lalita Sahasranam like Samputi Karana. So you need to tell that verse, then what is going on in Lalita, then again that verse. And so each verse you will start and end with that specific shloka, correct? To get benefits. So you need to go through all Lalita Sahasranama with putting in the beginning, at the end of each verse, that shloka. And I was saying, so to get that benefit, I need to learn full text. So I was thinking it will be impossible for me. But then one day, when I was in big trouble, that time of my life, it was really like a break from one perspective to another. I was thinking what to do, to leave India after 10 years of living here, or 8 years at that time, or should I continue? I was in that, in the middle, at the age. And that time, Guruji told, okay, you come to Ashram, because you don't know what to do. You sit in ashram, you do your sadhana, and then you decide. Why to rush? Yeah, 1-2 months will not make a very big difference. I said, okay, mother is calling me, I should come. So I came. And then in one satsang, he was saying, okay, now I will give you a verse from Lalita Sahasranama, which will make you free of all attachment, like disturbance in your mind, and whatever is obstacle there in your mind, in your feelings, emotions, because that was talking about clearing all attachment, emotional attachment and impurities from you, to just see your path clear. So at that time, I was in that age. And that word, when he said you will get rid of all attachment which make your mind bind like that. And that time it was exactly what was happening in my mind. I was totally bound with my emotions. I could not overcome grief. I could not overcome some pain. Yeah, I was just closing eyes and pain. I could not overcome because of attachment, some attachment, no desires, then regret and all kind of that, because we expect something, expectations was not fulfilled, and I was like all in pain. And then he said, you will be free. I said, okay, again Samputikarana. And he said, and you don't need Samputikarana. I said, how is that? You just recite that particular verse continuously. Just repeat. I said, how easy it is. Only 4 lines you need to learn, and then you will be free of all hurdle in your life. I was thinking, oh, this is my blessing. This is why I came here to listen that. And since that time, I started that particular verse. I will chant now.
I was about to ask
I'm like keeping you more curious. And day by day, you can't imagine. Reciting that mantra, I was feeling like that something was so much triggering me inside, that pain, so much pain. And then it's like release. And I got free. I could not imagine. And it was like in very short time, like in 1 month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I got experience that I release pain, more and more pain. And then I become free of that bondage, emotional. And then I got free of attachment, like all this.
And what was that verse from?
And that was, now I still remember, it's number 44. And I'm really attracted of the numbers like 11. I'm
Angel
seeing
numbers.
always same numbers everywhere. So that verse was 44. I was, oh, nice. It's also like Ganapati 4 and 4, like it's good on this. So this should fit me, should match. So that mantra was Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya Nirakara Nirakula Nirguna Nishkama Shanta Nishkala Nirupaplava. Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya Nirakala Nirakula Nirguna Nishkama Shanta Nishkama Nirupaplava. Maybe I'm mistaking sound, but actually. So I got into tune, like I could not stop that mantra, that verse particular. And then I really felt the so nice experience with it.
I will write that this verse in the description box so that audience can find it, because it is one of the best things that you have told, because majority of the sadhakas face this. So until and unless you won't able to release your bondage, you cannot move further in the sadhana, and for that you need something. So perhaps this podcast may help those sadhakas who are struggling from overcoming bondages. So it was really nice that you have shared that. So one is overcoming the bondages, but there are many other aspects in the sadhana, like fear. Besides fear, there are many other tendencies, or you can say illusions, that a past karma creates. So, any such challenges you faced in the sadhana?
Yes, of course. Not in sadhana particularly, but in my life. Yeah, because we have a lot of up and downs, and we like indifferent communication with our surrounding environment. So I got a fear, for example, if I will not have some income for my living. I think everyone will have that. And I also lived in India. I already for many years spent time here, but then I was thinking, if I want to go back to my country, what I will do? What will I do? Because already I was teaching yoga for a long time, and I'm into that Ayurveda, and it's completely different environment in my country. So I got so much fearful. What I will do next? Like if this not suits me. So I was really kind of in trouble. How I will earn, where to find job, and all. But then someone told me that if, for example, you will remain completely without anything, like you think you will be in trouble, you will die without food, you think there will be nothing to eat for you or something like that. Like, there is always will be a piece of bread for you and like some place to sleep at night. Like, what is the fear about? Even though you are not having anything with you, you can survive. You can go here, so many ashram, beautiful place where you can come, eat, stay for free, everything for free. So means the fear is not in not having money or not having food. The fear is beyond that. If you can get food without money, you can get place to sleep without money, then what is your fear about? Like, I start digging into that. So the fear was to actually be alone fighting this world. And then I was thinking, but I'm not alone because mother is always with me. So even though I not have even single cloth to wear, because of mother blessings, I have skills. I have my tongue. I have my hands, which I can, through this, I can create my food. I can be successful in any kind of job because I can talk. I'm skillful, quite skillful. Yes, having few high degree and all, like, and in yoga also, like masters and all. So I was thinking, okay, so I became free of that fear because I developed sensation that mother is like here, and not only here, that I'm in the lap of mother. Because once Guruji told, we are like a baby, so mother is just directly hold us like this all the time. I mean, she is not leaving us in any moment of our life because mother is everywhere, no? So since that time, I was thinking I'm in the lap of mother. So what can happen? Nothing. So I became fearful. Fearless. Sorry. So after being fearful, I became fearless. And since that time, I feel I'm in the lap of mother. Like really luck was following my life. Like, I don't know, this is not because of me, it's because of, mother only.
Since you surrendered it, so it happened. See, basically, I have heard one term from various siddhas. I guess I should ask you this question. If you are aware about it, you can answer it. Have you heard about the word alignment? That when you are in the sadhana, everything comes to you at its own. And it is called alignment. So can you explain something?
Yes, we call it also a flow. Like you are get into the flow. So you are not going like in the opposite direction, like Ganga flowing like very smoothly. So you go just with that push, divine push, you can say. When I surrendered to mother, I was really aligned, as you say, because I was thinking something already. That person was calling, or I was just thinking about some situation, and then some decisions will come and so on. Some answers will come in my meditation or during me doing puja. I was like, oh, this is the answer for my question, but it will just appear in me. So I can call this as kind of alignment, intuition, or just hearing mother sitting inside the heart. Because when you are closed, you are just listening to what outside world is saying. But when you are connected and aligned with her, so you just listen what she's saying. And she's always want you to be happy and develop and for your best evolution. And you just need to listen. You don't need books, or of course, you need guru to just open that channel in you of that alignment.
True.
Yeah, and then it will just fall into you. You just accept and don't close to that. You just, okay, universe is guiding me, you can say.
Have you heard something? Because since you are discussing this, something came in my mind. Have you seen something like, for instance, in physical reality, you are seeing something different, but your intuition saying it is an illusion, go forward and you will see the clarity. And when you go forward following your intuition, The thing was actually different, and what you are seeing before that, it was just an illusion.
Yes, I had experience with people like that. For example, from the first instant being close to any person, I feel or attraction and good feeling, like good vibration and good communication. But with some people, I feel like a direct blockage. Even though I don't know the person, but something is coming in between of us, invisible wall, and I can't communicate. I mean, I feel something is wrong there. This is not me being too much like, okay, this person I don't like. No, this is something in me inside. Just like, well, why I don't want to speak with him? Why I don't want to come close? Something will appear. And later on, these people, they would show their face. And then I would understand, oh, that's why I could not have that straightforward communication. I had like a block. Yeah, so that that mother was protecting me of that bad influence, you can say, because you never know. Some people will smile in your face, but they will do something different behind your back. And then mother would always maybe show me in some way. Before I was used not to think like that mother is guiding me. Yeah, I was just thinking, okay, irritation, I don't want to come close into the contact. But now I start that feeling that I can define. Okay, mother is telling me something. So I start getting more subtle feeling. And what is this communication about? Like why she's blocking. I can immediately feel the nature of the person. But before it seems to me impossible. When psychologists say, the nature of people is same, that you can know every person, but I could not know. I was thinking, okay, I can believe liars, I can be innocent with rude people, and was not knowing from the beginning. But now I understand how you just feel the vibe. You don't need to know, and now I understand, to know the nature of each and every person is first you need to know the nature of God, because each and every person is like just a reflection of what God is. So
Agreed.
that.
I got your point. Basically, now you are becoming more sensitive towards the energy, and you can feel. Should I continue with this
Yes.
person or should I discontinue?
Stop. Yeah.
That is the thing. Inner compass.
Yes.
So sometimes what happens is sometimes our mind, logical mind, when we are in the sadhana, it shouts a lot. For instance, Ganga is flowing like this. It will try to shout and say, go in this direction because there's a danger there. But how you differentiate between the voice of logical mind and your spiritual mind?
In these cases, I would just ask Guruji or senior sadhaka about that, because through yoga I understood that what mind says is not true. Sometimes it's just some thoughts by the influence of environment. You do this, this is good, this is bad. Some limitation, bondage of behaviors, and like a different customs and tradition and all. But if I don't know, I just ask senior people: is it right? Is it good to go there? What is your opinion? And they would just guide through that, and it's very easy. You should not be on your own. Like. I learned also in yoga and through my also life. Yeah, maybe some wisdom comes just because we are aging, and through the mistakes we are learning. But then that wisdom came to me. You should not be always on your own, deciding on your own, finding truth on your own. If you need help, ask for help. If you ask for help, help will come. So I learned that very clearly. So once you are in trouble, you ask for help and it will immediately come. So I used to do that practice.
Since you were saying about angel numbers few moments back, have you felt something like when even you are doing your sadhana, after sadhana, the frequency of these numbers have increased. For instance, I give you one example. You are lost in a jungle, and suddenly you will start seeing some numbers from the leaves of a tree or something like that. You're seeing some sort of numbers, and you got the correct way back. Something like that happened with you.
Yeah, maybe not exactly in numbers, but certain signs. Yeah, it could guide. Not like you told in forest, but the life is itself like a forest. Yeah, and I think some signs will come. So I used to see the signs. Even I was developing that remote viewing, predicting the things, like just playing with, oh, let me develop this ability, maybe because the potential of a human is infinite, like mother nature, you're infinite. It's infinite potential. So you can develop that inner hearing, clear hearing, and like intuitive thoughts. So I used to practice that. When message come to my phone, I said, okay, I know who is writing, this person. And I used to check and, oh, really? Our phone is ringing. I am saying, okay, this person is ringing to me. And I see it really. So I used to check that intuition, how it comes. So I used to develop that ability to see the signs. And yes, of course, it will guide me through the trouble. As I told, it will guide me away from bad people, from bad situation. Like I know the one funny story. One saint was asked by public, like, oh, you are so saint, like means you should be avoided or any bad situation in your life. But if you face such a situation, like that you will be surrounded by a circle of people with guns and like directing you, how you would escape if you are so like enlightened soul and saying, means God should save you. Yeah, so they are just like was literally teasing him and checking like what is his level, and he was thinking like that and saying, you are giving me this example, but how would I escape? I would not get into that trouble. So means his level of intuition or alignment with God is so high that he will not end up in that situation, being surrounding of people. He said, I will not get into that situation. So he will prevent that situation. So he don't need to escape once he's there, because he will be living such a life that he will prevent that thing to happen at all. Like this is how he will be escaping. So he got a completely different level of that understanding of how God can save and how he can escape. So I develop also things like, okay, I should escape. I should not go there. I should go there. So any bad thing happened, like I was missed my train. I was missed my bus. I don't know, whatever. I was late for a meeting or something was not happening, which was like, oh, why it's not happened? Why I was late? I was thinking it should not happen. But then by the end, I was seeing that I was avoiding so much worse situation of missing that train, of missing that bus, and so on. So somehow it was mother was guiding me through that bad situation, like deviation of that.
Truly,
Going through the science.
truly agreed with you. One thing I want to ask you: have you ever experienced the goddess, Divine Mother, in meditation or in some way that which, like you said, like Guruji's voice, it was a Divine Mother? Something else like that? Have you ever experienced like something?
I was thinking about this question because many people ask out of curiosity and out of just to know what other people feel. But as per my also experience in this life and living in India now, I start developing that mother presence almost constantly. Even from the beginning, I used to wear like this bangles. So each time they would ring in my hand, I was, oh mother, oh mother, oh mother. Like I explain you that I developed that understanding that I am always in the lap of mother. but you can't remember this each and every second in your life. So you've been deviated with your thoughts, with your work, with the people around you. But then that sound, auspicious sound, okay, mother, okay, mother, okay, mother. So somehow I got that habit to have her presence there, because that knowledge in yoga and knowledge in the Srividya tells you that God is everywhere, omnipresent and infinite, means it's not disappearing, it's not going anywhere. All surroundings is only her. Yeah, we are only her. And like how we can be disconnected. So once I develop that, I can't be disconnected anymore. Like it's not that ecstatic experience of what I understand what you are asking, some really big insights like I was describing, Guruji was chanting through that, maybe some minor things I was also experienced, but that presence is a different level of experience. It's not excitement or kind of shaking in that ecstatic experience, but it's a really soft present and kind of light and support, and I'm not in darkness, I'm always kind of protected with the some light, so that is my experience.
Wow, amazing. Have you tried homams at your own?
Yes, of course. I was practicing quite like permanent. On the daily basis, I was doing Homa in Ashram when I stayed. Like every morning, start with Homa.
Wow.
Like 5 o'clock in the morning, I used to perform Homa. And then all day was busy in different pujas. So that time was really, I spent in performing Homa. Homa is kind of my, the most beloved sadhana, you can say, together with mantras, chanting and all.
Same here. Even I used to enjoy Ganapati Homa a lot. In fact, I love to do it on regular basis.
Yes.
Even when I was in Kanchipuram, Guruji was asking me about that.
I enjoy all type of homas. Even before coming close to Srividya, I was interested in these rituals, and we used to invite Panditji to chant some mantra and Rudradhisheka. Once I got to India, Rishikesh first time, there was my birthday, and they collected 11 Pandit chanting Rudradhisheka and doing like 3 hours of Rudradhisheka. I was like, oh my God, this is real. I was really so happy. So that Yagya and Homa and all these rituals was like long time.
I tell you one of my stories. What happened? My home was getting constructed. I manifested it basically before coming into the sadhana. So something prompted me that you should leave some space for homas. At that time, Panditji used to come at our home and used to do the homas. Havan basically.
Yeah, Havan.
But what happened? I was not aware that the moment the home got completed and things started, what happened? I got initiated into Srividya, and that space is a home shala now. And the best part is, it is not for the Panditji, it is for me doing the homas. So it was an intuition. Frankly speaking, my mom was saying, why you are leaving that much space, you get something. And I was like, I feel that whenever we do homa at home, the fragrance and the things becomes much more congested. Panditji doesn't got the proper space, and even I don't feel enjoy. I'm not enjoying that. So we should have proper space. For that purpose, I kept it for Panditji. But I was not aware that after 1 year, I will be doing the homas there. So it's all a divine guidance, you can say, the inner compass, knowingly or unknowingly.
This is interesting point what you mentioned, that you thought Panditji will be performing puja. So he is a proper trained person who will perform ritual. And what I like in Srividya, that you don't need that specific person to guide you into Homa or Sri Yantra Puja, any puja. So you just do by yourself. And I was attracted by this, because in conservative society in India, many priests will not allow you to touch any deities, any cow cups, whatever they prepare for puja, you just sit nicely, quietly, and
watch
in
the puja.
pure,
Yeah.
pure attire.
Uniform,
and then,
uniform.
Uniform. And then you just watch and not touch anything. You can chant some little bit mantra, but not perform by yourself. So
And-
this was really a benefit in Srividya.
And the best part is the tradition that even Guruji Kavanama is following is a Devipuram tradition only. Guruji Amitananda Saraswati ji was the first one who started breaking this tradition.
Yeah.
If you ever visit Devipuram, you will see all women priestess. They are doing the yagyas.
Yes,
they are
I
doing
visit
everything.
here.
And the best part is that entire place is almost run by the woman power only. And I have seen that. And they are running it so beautifully. No discrimination, nothing. I used to sit in the Meru temple. If you have heard about the Meru temple, the world's only Sri Yantra temple. I have sitting on a Bindu Sanam of Meru temple and I have attended the Sri Yantra pujas there. And I used to sit there. Because before COVID, when I used to visit there, I used to stay there for a month. Like I used to go for a month holiday like that. And trust me, our tradition, especially even I have met Guruji Kavanama, the tradition we are following, this Devapuram tradition, they are breaking such sort of barriers. I know in certain South temples, they don't allow you to enter the Garbhagriha and offer water to Shivling and many other things. But the thing is, there are many parts where you are welcome, like as if they are your own. And that is the best thing I even liked about Devipuram, that they allow you. I used to meditate a lot while sitting in a nearby Ganpati temple, and they have to close the temple in the evening. And I got the time to go there in the evening. So they ask, will you lock the temple and come?
Okay.
They hand over me the keys.
Yes.
And that is the freedom I got there.
Very nice.
So the thing is, there are certain barriers, but when you are trying to go towards the Marana, she also opens the way.
Yes, because in being in Indian society, you can find so many obstacles for tantric practice, because not everyone can understand that this is the most purest, technique. It's not something connect with something desires or not at all. It's just a pure knowledge of how these two energies, Prakriti and Purusha, they are just unite, and then some light is coming on the just a state of unity, which we achieve through any practice like yoga, meditation, and Srividya Sadhana. Also, what was new for me, that in this practice also you can perform puja not only to the deity, but also innerly reciting and also worshipping a person. And you also mentioned that female priest and all. Also before, we used to think that Homa also should not be performed by female. But then how you can worship female with... then female can't worship female. It sounds ridiculous. Yeah, being female, you can't worship the Lalita performing Homa. So that really was so many bonds put by society, even for Indian people. For me as a foreigner, it was very easy to overcome, because I was not too much bound with all these customs and tradition. But I've seen so many people in Guruji's ashram as well suffering from the because they are practicing Srividya.
It happens. I tell you frankly, when I started this YouTube journey, especially on Lalita Sahasranama, many people opposed it, that you should not speak about it, it is forbidden. So I asked the goddess that, what should I do? You are the one who is pushing me to do this. She said, start a podcast. And I was like, who will come in the podcast? I'm just a beginner. She said, just start it. I will manage. And trust me, she has taken me to those gurus whom you cannot reach easily. She brought many also. And each and every one of them has said the same thing. Everyone is eligible to do the Srividya Sadhana, irrespective of caste, religion, gender, race, color, anything. Because it's not you, Oxana, it's not me, Bhavay. It's Lalita and Lalita only. We are just puppets of her
Yes.
and she's playing. So I asked, if someone opposed me, what should I do? She said, just leave it to me. Don't reply to that person. If you don't know the answer, don't reply to. And trust me, what happened is, I don't reply to certain comments. After 5 days, 10 days, someone will come and give the exact answer which I want to give to that comment, and she shows me, look, I have given that. So that is the surrender. However, it is very tough. Surrender is very tough, I know, but this is something which I experience. Many people ask me, you should not talk about Lalita in public. I said, dear, I'm not even doing that. She is the one who is pushing me to do that. So how can I stop that when she is pushing? And she is very creative. If I talk about the creativity of Lalita, she has very creative ways to make you do the things if you are not willing to. And you can understand it. So your yoga practice, since you are a yoga practitioner as well, your yoga practice also helped you in this Srividya Sadhana.
Yes, I think a lot because first of all, I started with yoga journey, and then I understood without being more calm and having like physical health and fitness, you can't even sit long for meditation. You can't even sit long for puja because you need to sit. Yeah, if your joint pain, if you can't sit, your back hurt, then so yoga somehow really developed in me that fitness and ability to be longer in still positions. Like coming to India, I need to sit all the time on the ground. I mean, it was not in my life routine. I was sitting on the chair in office, eating my food. I was always stable in chair, learning my some school subjects and all. And now suddenly I need to sit all the time on the ground, eat on the ground like that. So you need to really develop your physical body. And also through yoga, I learned the concepts of how universe is developing, of about Purusha and Prakriti. Is all basis is the same because yoga is also tantric knowledge. It's also coming from the tantric tradition, yoga, you know, and that understanding also help. Also that yama niyama, you know, all the principle of life, that you should not, steal, that you should be truthful, that you should maintain purity, that you should get association with saints or people who know the God, who already know or read books of those saints or be in the company of those people. So that make me understand what kind of life I want to lead and what kind of environment I want to have. And that, of course, helped a lot for my sadhana because I came into right place with right people and environment which support my sadhana, which easily support my sadhana. There was no obstacles for me to practice. I don't need to hide like some people. They need to hide from their even partner that they are doing sadhana.
So, Priyamwada ji, since you are sharing your experiences, I want to know what exactly you are doing in Rishikesh as a profession and how you are balancing your spiritual and professional life. Because the biggest challenge these days people are facing is that they say that we have no time for spirituality, so we cannot do spirituality. So please explain that.
So I'm here since 14 years and I came as a professional yoga teacher. I was invited to teach yoga here. And day by day, I developed quite a busy routine here. So we are having Ayurvedic center here where I teach yoga. Also, I do some organization routine. We receive people from many countries for Ayurvedic treatment, and also, of course, it was quite challenging to include my daily base practice of meditation. So, but I decided if I'm here, if I'm doing this, why I will become same busy like a normal city life person without doing my sadhana? Then why am I here? I came here to get out of all these things, but still job find me here. So I'm quite a busy person and having my a lot of commitments and a lot of obligation connected with my professional also job, my professional time. But I thought if I will not do at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes of my sadhana, then it will be like useless days. Then why I am living? Just to earn money for my bread, but I don't need that. I can get my bread for free. So I'm working not for that. I'm working to help people, but still my routine should not be so vast that I don't have time for myself to sit in quiet and peaceful. And then I started just small things like doing small japa or meditation after my yoga practice, and also continuous remembering that mother is with me, mother is with me. I would put some triggers like this bengal, so it can't leave me without this. So sometimes I do sadhana mentally. In some disturbed situation, I will just start chanting mantra. For example, I become so sensitive when whenever I come, I feel the energy of the place. Before I just used to flop on the seat just and sit and eat whatever I was served, but now I can't because I was doing these mantras, I was doing quite a lot of sadhana, and now I feel environment, oh, it's not harmonious, so I would shrim, say something and sit, and I feel, oh my God, this is working. The space is clear. Or I used to sit in front of my phone and then or whatever comes into my mind at that time, like Vam or Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. It's like purify. This is also part of practice. If each and every single step in my life is connected with Maa Lalita, means every day we are practicing. 24 hours we are practicing. Guruji was used to teach us, you don't take shower for yourself. You are bathing mother, you're not alone there. So I was doing Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Wow.
So I include my sadhana in each and every part of my life. Preparation food, why not to put mantra? Why not to chant mantra? It's same timing. No, I'm cooking already. I'm spending time for that cooking. So then why not to introduce? So this is how I developed that habit to each and every single minute of my life or each and every single routine to just give that fruit of that action to mother. So then my work became sadhana. Then my yoga practice became sadhana, then my cooking became sadhana, and my bathing became sadhana. So kind of I inbuilt my sadhana in all my life completely. So I don't need now. Of course, I sit for puja. I choose some few rituals which are not very much time consuming, not like Navavarna Puja, Varahi Yantra Puja, because you need to stay in ashram. Like I used to stay and do all these pujas. But I do my small pujas. Like, yes, like Guruji gave me some murtis which I need to do on a more regular basis. But it not take much time of my routine. But other things I do along the life. Like I don't want to be away from mother. That's it. Like this is my sadhana.
Wow.
Like being with her. So that's why that's why, I will not step out from my home without wearing bindi. Because I feel when I step out with bindi, I feel so like I'm not, that I'm naked. I was thinking, oh my God, where is my protection? And I immediately touch bindi. Like, oh, I forgot. So I have sticker always in my pocket. If I, for example, by mistake, I forgot, which happens very rarely, once or twice in a year, if I can come out without bindi. But then I always have in my purse, I put, and I relieved like, oh my God, how could I do this, like come out without her protection. So I really feel like I'm doing sadhana all the time.
Amazing. See, I have seen that, I observed that because we are meeting for the second time. I observed on the day one also. I was about to ask that, but I felt that it is something very personal, but it is a nice way to remember God, because remembering God is a must. No matter how you do that. Even Guruji Karunamai was telling me one day that you don't need an idol. If you are having a cell phone and you consider it as a god and you start worshipping it, that cell phone also, it will give you the result because God is omnipresent. And second is your bhava. You are considering that Bindi is the form of mother. So it is the mother. And the best part is, Guruji Karunamai told me, and it is very important, that woman, especially when you are doing the podcast, you are speaking in the public, you should apply Bindi because it is a protection point. It is a protection point, he told me, not only for women. For men, he told Kumkum, they must apply that because Kumkum protects you. And it is for every person who wants to be in this profession, whether he's talking about the spirituality or not, it is a must for his protection because when you are in the media section, there are many admirers as well and there are many haters as well. So you have to protect your energy. And so basically, I want to ask, since you have a Ayurveda and Yoga center here, what exactly the way of functioning of yours there?
So basically, our center is like a home of Ayurveda, you can say. So like you are coming back to your home from a busy life, from a busy city, and you can experience some nice treatment, Ayurvedic treatment, consultation with a doctor, yoga practice, which more like therapeutic yoga, and just relax in this beautiful environment and go through the gods, take a deep in Ganga, a little bit think about what's going on in your life and take a break, actually. And why don't you come and visit our place and also experience all what we are giving to people?
Definitely, I would love to visit your place, and even I would like to shoot there so that even audience can get the knowledge what Ayurveda is doing, because I have heard many things that Ayurveda is helping in curing many diseases as well, and it is also helping in reducing the stress, anxiety. So I would love to visit, and hopefully before I leave the Rishikesh, before that I'll visit your center and I will shoot there as well.
You are really most welcome, and I really very pleased that I got in touch with you, and I think we can discuss much more topics in next podcasts.
Definitely. Friends, I hope you like this spiritual conversation where Oxana or Priyamwada ji has shared her spiritual experiences with Maa Lalita, her sadhana. And if you like this podcast, I request you to share with your friends so that you can understand that sadhana is not just limited to the Indian borders, it is worldwide. The world is getting connected to this Srividya Sadhana. The people across the globe are practicing this sadhana. Contact their center. I have shared the numbers of the center. You can contact their team. And if you have any queries about yoga or Ayurveda, or if you want to take some Ayurvedic treatment, I am visiting the center very soon before I leave the Rishikesh, and I will post those videos as well. So if you want to know more about Ayurveda, you can connect with them directly as well. So for today, we are going to end this podcast with Shri Matre Namaha, and we will see you in the next episode. Shri Matre Namaha.
Shri Matre Namaha. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaha Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Mata.